Nations Cup is back for its third expedition series of the year, and we are doing it in, what is it? Yes, the Red Bull X 2019 competition, important part, the competition part, and it's gonna be 30 laps around the Red Bull ring, with rain of course, because why not? Add to the carnage, you know, like maybe Red Bull can come and give me some wings or something, you know, like how the ads say, Red Bull gives you wings, right? Like, I don't know. Let's just move on straight to the qualifying. So now coming to the end of the third lap, setting a 1:11.5, and then to the end of qualifying where, well, didn't improve on that because I managed to give myself a penalty, but that's okay because I'm still in an okay foot. But now looking at the points, we're 105 for first and 101 for second. Hopefully we can get up there. But now more importantly, looking at the weather radar, where eventually will come. You can see some rain coming in. So yeah, need to make sure to go on the right tires. Going for the intermediates, cause well, we don't want to be like some of the others who, well, spin out before the first corner. As you'll now see as we get straight up into second, you see on the map how many people are going around and around in a circle. This is kind of funny, but yeah, I guess second and third also didn't have the right tires. Look, there's someone else to make the second corner at least. Someone's already left before turn 2, but yeah, you can see how well this is going already, and how well it's about to go for me for the rest of this race. As we come down to turn 4, we are just braked a little too late, well, way too late, and going to the gravel, dropping all the way down to 6, to 7, to 8, come on, give me a break. But I'm moving towards the end of lap 4 with best, yeah, gets, yeah, as a 2.5 second penalty, which obviously allows me to get up into 7. But anyway, moving to the end of lap 5, coming to change from the inters, and well, going for the mediums, playing it safe, not knowing if, well, it's gonna be rain coming. So yeah, but in retrospect, it would be better to go with the softs, because, well, rain did end up coming a bit earlier than anticipated. But now, on a different note, look how slowly the AI drives with slicks on a wet track, like, yo. And look, there's someone else that, well, lost it. Unfortunate. Plus he got a 3 second penalty from that. Swap. But now moving further on into the lap, as I overtake a lapped car coming into turn 4 where, well, I kind of get a bit pushed wide and a little bit into the gravel there. But being a good person, that person is, lets me through. But it wouldn't matter because not long after, I'll go and do this. Lovely. And well, that put me into 10th. But anyway, next lap, same place where someone else loses it. At basically the same place. But yeah, which means a 9th. And then 8th place. No, well, 8th place really out of the pit. Oh, but someone left. So that does put us up in. But now moving to lap 9 with Germany in front. And well, it just kinda outbrakes himself a little, allowing me to get a hit pretty much. Bit of contact, but yeah, we get a hit. But then that, well, allows the other German to get by. Which, well, yeah, which basically means to stay in 8. And now moving to the end of lap 10, chasing the German down. Coming to the last corner where he makes a bit of a mistake, and that allows me to simply cruise by. Getting up into 7, so making up some positions. Although the person in 6th is 12 seconds ahead, so a lot of work's gonna need to be done, even like try to catch up. And I'm moving towards the end of lap 11. Look at the weather radar, you can see some light rain, which, well, stupidly I decided to come in and change to the inters. I don't know why, but it was not a good decision. Came in way too early for it. And yeah, it's gonna come back and bite me later. On the upside, at least we're not at snail's pace coming out of the pit lane. And now moving a little further on, where, well yeah, you can see how casually I get overtaken with these tires. And look how much they've gone down, how much wear they've had already. It's only been one lap. And now on to lap 14, where you can see on the weather radar there's some rain coming in, so finally these inters can get some use and actually do what they're supposed to do. As you can see, the rain's coming down. You can see the water meter, or whatever it's called, it's gone to the middle, and the spray's coming up. They're coming into second to last corner, where they both go off, and that allows me to regain 2 positions, and then getting another overtake over here into 6. Now that little bit of rain was very short-lived, as you can see my intermediate tires are quite badly worn, but now as you can see on the weather radar there seems to be a lot more rain coming this way. Well, the yellow just disappeared, but yeah, a bunch of people swapping from the slicks to the wet or inters, and now obviously now they're on a fresher set, so they might still have the advantage. As you come to lap 18, where the track is absolutely wet now, and someone else comes out the pits in front. But now coming down to turn 4, braking quite a bit later, trying to get the move, but I just go way too deep. And well, get the old switcheroo down on me by Green Air Tasiwan. Also there goes another lap score. But now moving further on to lap 22, where well, still in 4th, but yeah, obviously the two in front, first and no, 2nd and 3rd are obviously pulled ahead because well, they're on fresher tires. As you can see, my tires are almost completely finished. Like, yeah, but it's drying up, so actually let's go make my tires without even faster. As someone else overtakes, yeah, dropping down into 5th. Not much that I can do. And unfortunately I don't come in there. I should have actually came in there and just changed to some slicks. But the track is still quite wet and may have been a bit too wet to change, I don't know. And actually no, scratch that, I think it would have been right to change. The track looks dry enough. But yeah, look at that rear left, it is completely cooked now. And now coming up to turn 3 where I just have no grip at all. And well yeah, effortlessly getting overtaken. And then again in turn 4, well after turn 4, slipping and sliding out of it, and someone else easily gets by again. Yeah, basically it's like just downhill this lap. Look at that, sliding and losing it, and that cooks the other tire. So now both the tires have absolutely no tread at all. So yeah, definitely need to come in. And into the pits we come, going on to the softs, because well, it's only 7 laps and the softs should last. And now coming out, obviously now because I'm on slicks, it's gonna be super slow. But anyway, yeah, still in 8th, but I'm moving towards the end of lap 26 where make a bit of a mistake going on the grass, and that allows the Belgian driver to get up side by side, trying to push onto the try line. Does he get it done? Kind of brake to just allow him to get through so that no crashing. But then as you can see, blue flag, which means first place is right behind us. So yeah, coming up to turn 3, can't really go on the inside because well, it's wet there, and that would just mean we'll fly straight off. So kind of stuck behind him for now, looking there a little bit on the outside, and well yeah, still nothing. Basically just has to wait for him to make a mistake, as I kind of make a mistake there. Oh, but he almost loses it. Yeah. But now moving on to potentially the last lap, where while the Belgian driver basically just pulled in. So now my main objective is to not be lapped. As you see, there's the lap card right there. So yeah, flying onto the straight, as you can see, it's kind of gaining, coming on to turn 3, cutting the curve a little bit too much there, which allows him to get the jump or get the run out of the corner. But now coming down into turn 4, braking right underneath the gantry, getting through there quite smoothly. He does lose it slightly, and that just allows me to get a better exit. Coming through here, it's a corner that's quite hard to do properly on controller. But yeah, I'm still ahead. I'm still ghosted though. Coming through this section, still ahead. And well, yeah, looking like rocky. He's like right there now. Coming through here, cutting the corner a lot. And well, that upsets the car, but by coming through here where he goes a bit too deep, and I just get the run, which means I won't get lapped, at the very least. But now moving to the end, finishing in 8th. Yeah, I think the person behind me spun out, so yeah. An 8th place, which means 74 points for this one. Yes, to race 2 and to the qualifying, where straight away get a penalty for going too wide, out of turn 1, and that lap ends up being 1:11.772, and that will end up being my qualifying lap, because coming out of turn 3 we, well, yeah, completely burn it into the barrier and messing up that qualifying. So yeah, basically just leave and wait. But now looking at the points for first, oh, allow myself to do that to myself. Come on, bring it back up. There we go. First 119 and second 114. So hopefully we can get up there in the first, even though qualifying didn't go that well. No, hopefully, not hopefully, but hopefully some people forget to change the tires. And forget they did. Looking at the map there, see how many people are about to spin out. This 5th place almost takes me out. Like damn. Look at that. Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway, that puts us straight away up into 4th. And straight away up into 3rd. Lovely stuff. So yeah, I guess qualifying didn't matter too much. Well, I mean, I guess it didn't matter because I would have been right there by first if I qualified well, but oop, another one bites the dust. And that is 2nd place, just like that. Lovely. But now, moving on to the end of lap 6, coming into the pit to change from the inters to some softs. You can still see first place has pulled it quite a bit, but I've also pulled a bit on 3rd. But now let's see how slowly the AI is going to take us out of the pit. Because we want slicks on the wet track. All the way down to 30 kilometers. Goodness gracious. So yeah, trying to be extremely careful not to spin out and get 3-second penalty on top of that. But yeah, we achieved that. I'm coming out in 3rd place. So pretty okay. And now moving on to lap 9 where we catch up with the Spanish driver. Diving onto the inside. Trying to keep it there, and we get through. Lovely. But now moving straight to lap 14 where you can see there's some rain coming. So I decided to come into the pits and change to some inters. And there those inters go on. And well, now still coming out in 2nd. So yeah, it's been like all those laps in 2nd, I'm still in 2nd now. Haven't really caught up that much to a leader. There's a yellow flag, but that's probably a lap's car. And yeah, it is coming down now. But not for very long, so may have been again a bit too early on the inters, we shall see. It may have even been better to just stay out on the slicks. Maybe not. A lot of yellow flags, can see. A lot of people going north, you can see by the map. So maybe, I don't know. I think it's okay. We just have to stay out until the next bit of rain comes, which is coming, definitely is coming. And well, 2 laps later, the other bit of rain is here. See the leader coming in to change. We'll see what it's going to change to. Probably going to change to Inters. But yeah, the rain is coming and my Inters are not that badly worn, thankfully. As you can see, there's the leader just there exiting the pits, going on to the Inters. And yeah, just not close enough. Getting quite close, but yeah, it's a lot of work to try and actually catch up. Obviously now he is on a fresher set, so guys have a slight advantage there. Let's see what happens. And well, nothing much really happens as we go to the end of the lap, end of the race. Still in second as the leader, ends up being all 28 seconds ahead. Yeah, I did spin out a few times, so couldn't really catch up. Which means we get the 114 points, which is, well, it's way better than what, the 74 of the last one. So yeah, pretty good actually. Thanks for watching.